Yo, Taurus, what is happening? What is up? What's good? What it do? It's time for your bonus reading for June 2025. So, when I do bonus readings, what I'm doing is a deep dive to look at details, situations, or scenarios that didn't make it into the main monthly reading. Okay? So, for those of you who are in need of a personal reading, you can find all the information on how to go about doing that in the description of this video. And for those of you catching this on time, tomorrow is the last day for the courses. We're switching platforms. So right now we have a bundle package for all 7 courses because we're switching platforms after tomorrow. So I do not know when we're going to have them all back up on the new platform. I do not know. Hopefully, I would like it before the end of summer, but I don't know. There's no guarantee. I have no clue. So anywho, yeah, there's a bundle package for all 7 courses. Let me read them off real quick. How to read tarot, part 1 and 2. How to attract your life partner. Finding your life's purpose. Manifesting financial abundance. The steps to true healing, and the beginner's guide to manifestation. Those are the 7 courses in my school right now. And the link is in the description for the bundle package. After tomorrow, they will be bye-bye until I don't know when. So, all right, let's jump into this. I want to start this off with the singles and the person that you're interested in. Let's see if there's anything I left out. Any details I missed. Anything else single Tauruses need to hear about the person that they're interested in. We've done a lot of past person readings this month so far, so let's start this off with the singles and your love interest. Anything happening in June? Anything I left out? Oh, there we go. Well, 5 of Wands reversed. That's weird. What a strange energy for your love interest. Could be a fire sign for some of you, I guess. Hang on. And what card always comes out when I read for Taurus? The Empress, which is the Taurus card. Every time I read for Taurus. Every time. But then we also have the Death card next to the 10 of Swords. So that kind of tells me you putting your foot down and throwing in the white towel on this. That's what this is telling me. Throwing in the white towel with the 10 of Swords. I'm kind of feeling like you and this person are mirroring each other a little bit. Maybe in all the wrong ways, because we have the Empress here and the Emperor reversed. So that's definitely mirroring energies right there. Getting a little bit impatient. Communication just sucks. So honestly, I'm feeling like there's an open door for a new love opportunity. And you're probably just throwing in the white towel on this and accepting another opportunity elsewhere. So what this feels like to me. Some of you dealing with a Sagittarius also have Aries. Could be a fellow Taurus. I feel like that's your energy though. Also got Scorpio here. All right. Okay. Yeah. I feel like you're walking away from this and accepting another love offer. So I don't know if maybe this person was stringing you along, or was just emotionally unavailable or inconsistent. But yeah, let me see how this person feels about you. What's their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Magician reversed. Yeah. Maybe they a little bit of a manipulator. The Magician reversed is, okay, so the Magician in the upright is still a manipulator. But the Magician in the upright doesn't manipulate things with service to self intentions, because anytime you're taking control of the energy of a situation, you're manipulating it. But are you doing it with service to self intentions? Like, am I manipulating a situation just for my own personal gain, no matter how bad it hurts you? Or am I manipulating a situation for the greater good of everyone around me? See what I'm saying? So the Magician in the upright is what we would sometimes call white magic or energy manipulation with positive intentions. And the Magician reversed is what we would call dark magic, energy manipulation with malevolent intentions, service to self intentions. You see what I'm saying? So, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. Man, this person immature as shit. I don't even think this person's mature enough to be the person you need them to be. How well do you know this person? I'm curious. Because I'm feeling like the majority of you don't really know this person all that well. Even if it's, for example, a coworker that you've been work buddies with for the last year, for example, you still don't know them that well. I just think for the majority of you, and even in some cases, I'll see a person dealing with somebody that they've personally known for like 5 years, and you still don't know them as well as you think you do. I'm thinking there's a whole other side of this person that you do not know. This person, I think they kind of want to keep their options open, play around, play the field. They don't really know exactly what they want. I think they're a little bit afraid of settling down. They got that FOMO going on, Afraid if they settle down with this person, they're missing out on something somewhere else. So, yeah, very materialistic too. This person's the superficial materialistic type. They probably wear a very fake cloak of false confidence. And deep down on the inside, there's a whole other side of this person that you don't know. And if you were to get to know this person at the deepest level, you probably wouldn't want to be with them. Probably, honestly, if you saw them for who they really were. And I think they know that too. Lots of people out there will keep you at an arm's distance because they know that. If I let you know who I really am, you won't want nothing to do with me. So I'm going to string you along and keep you at an arm's distance, So you might be dodging a bullet on this. You might be. Let's grab the advice. Before I say anything, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. Advice could come out that could help you here. What's the advice? What's the advice for Taurus? Whoop, whoop. All right. Eight of Wands, that's the one that was yelling at me, dude. All right, well, so if you need the reassurance that you've got the green light to basically accept another offer elsewhere, you're good on that. However, I've read for like 3 or 4 clients in the last week and a half or so who all say the same thing. Every time I try to move on, this person reaches out and ropes me back in and just strings me along. So when you make the decision to move on from something, you better stand on that 10 toes in. Because let me tell you, dude, this is for everybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. I don't care why you're watching this video. When you let somebody come in and out of your life, you're teaching them how to manipulate you. I gave one of my clients this example. This is a good one. Imagine this. Imagine I live in this little bitty town, okay? And there's a little hospital, 3 or 4 police officers, and there's one judge in this town. And I keep stealing from stores. But every time I steal from a store and I go to jail, I know what to say to the judge to get him to let me off. Do you think I'm going to quit stealing? Absolutely not. Because I know how to manipulate the judge. I know what emotional buttons to push to get out of any consequences. So I'm not going to change my ways. I'm going to keep doing what I want. There's no real consequences for my actions. Not for real, for real. I know what to say to the judge. I know how to put on a pity party. I know how to tell him what he wants to hear. And he just lets me out every single time. I never have any real consequences for my actions. Do you see where I'm going with this? When you let somebody come and go as they please, all you're doing is teaching them how to manipulate you. They're not going to change their ways. They're going to keep doing exactly what they're doing because they don't have any real consequences for their actions. They get to have their cake and eat it too, basically. So if I was you, when and if you decide to walk away from this, block, blah, 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 blah. You go Aaron block a bitch on a punk ass and stand on that 10 toes down. Gotta let them know you mean business this time. Nope, you ain't playing with me this time. Nope. Now I'm gonna lock your ass up for 5 fucking years. All right. Now let's see. Let's look at the current long-term relationship. So if you're not currently in a long-term relationship, this is not for you. If you are in a long-term relationship, but the two of you are not experiencing problems, this is not for you. What is happening between Taurus and the current long-term partner? 3 of Wands. Blue, buddy, blue. Whoops. Ooh, 8 of Cups. Looking like somebody about, and the devil card here. Are you waiting on somebody here? Let me just put it to you like this. Somebody here is waiting on the right opportunity to walk away from this. And I say that, if it wasn't for these 2 cards right here, I would say somebody's walking the hell away from this. But we got the 8 of Cups with the 3 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. So it's like waiting on the right opportunity. Yeah, this is just a toxic karmic cycle. Toxic karmic cycle. It's almost looking to me like there's somebody else involved. Somebody here is interested in somebody else. There's another energy in the mix here. There's definitely another energy in the mix with the Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, There's another energy involved here. Knight of Swords. So, oh, and the Two of Pentacles. Somebody here might be juggling more than one person. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. Also have Cancer here. Damn, dog. Okay, well, let's see how this person feels about you. How does this person feel about you? And what are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Current long-term partner that Taurus is dealing with. How does the current long-term partner feel about Taurus, universe? How's their energy look? What are their true intentions? Hey, Chariot again, man. Fool card. Well, there's the Devil card too, and the Three of Swords. They don't trust you. I don't know why. They don't trust you. Now, I'm just going to leave that up to you to ask yourself why. Maybe you gave them reason. Or maybe they're just projecting their own shit onto you. But yeah, they got some trust issues. I don't know, man. They're contemplating with the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. They're contemplating leaping out into the unknown and moving on from this. Contemplating it, thinking about it. But I don't really see them making a decision. I don't think they have the faith that, you know, the two of you are ever going to make it to happily ever after status. They don't like your attitude. Yeah, they don't know what to do here, though. They don't know what to do. Okay. I think a lot of it is projecting, though, you know, because we have the King and Queen of Swords. Now, I'm not saying that you do or don't have a nasty attitude, but they're no innocent little angel. So, I mean, even if you do have a bad attitude, they have no room to bitch about it because they have a shitty attitude too. You know what I'm saying? So that's projection. Okay, well, I don't think a decision is being made on this in the month of June. So let's grab the advice. What's the advice? What's the advice for Taurus and the current long-term partner? What's the advice? Two more shuffles, two more. Oh, Four of Wands, Strength, Knight of Swords, Ten of Coins, King of Wands, Two of Swords. I'm sorry, Two of Wands, same thing. Okay, well, I knew that was going to come out. I knew that was going to come out. So, the way the energy is looking right now, it's not improving. I'm just going to put it like that. I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. I'm not going to say stay. I'm not going to say go. But I will say that the energy is getting a little bit heavier every day. So if you could imagine that the pressure is like a big 500-pound pile of rocks. Imagine that. Imagine a big pile of rocks that's 500 pounds. At least a handful of rocks gets thrown in the pile every day. At least. At least. At best. Little handful of rocks gets thrown in the pile every day. So it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier. You may not even notice that it's getting heavier because it's so subtle, but it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. And eventually, at some point, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it might not even be next month, but at some point, pow. Just saying. It's coming. If there's no energetic shift that happens between the two of you, it's coming. So just take that information and do with it what you will. All right, let's take a look at the new person now. If you're not dealing with, interested in, or inquiring about a new person you just recently connected with, this is not for you. How are things looking between Taurus and the new person? I'm not feeling that deck. How about this one? Yeah. Can't go wrong with old traditional Rider-Waite, dude. Can't go wrong with it. How are things looking between Taurus and the new person? Ooh, Hermit reverse. Could be a Virgo for some of you. Boom. Well, two aces reversed. Excuse me. Communication sucks, is what I'm seeing here. And I think you're really afraid of repeating a past cycle. Really afraid of it. Now, remember, this first spread is just a general energetic overview. But I am seeing that in the moment, you're at least preparing yourself. You're mentally preparing yourself for the worst. You're mentally preparing yourself for the worst. I don't know why you're worried about repeating a past cycle. I don't know if you're intuitively picking up on the fact that you are about to repeat a past cycle, or if you're just being extra super cautious. I don't know. It's not really indicating that, but it does look like you're mentally preparing yourself for the worst case scenario here. And all I'm gonna say is be careful with that. Be careful with that. That's, oh man, the energetic balance you have to find in situations like this is so difficult to describe. Anyway, don't get me started on that. I'll be talking all day. Okay, some of you dealing with a Leo. I also have Libra, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. But everybody likes it when I call the signs out that I see on the table. Let's see what their true feelings, energies, and intentions are then. New person Taurus is dealing with. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Fool reversed. Ooh, I kind of feel like, yeah. So what you're now, okay, so this could really easily turn into a chicken or the egg kind of thing. So I'm going to try to not turn this into chicken or the egg, but they're pretty much feeling the same way you're feeling. Now, again, here's how it goes. I'm not saying the chicken or the egg came first. I don't know who started it, but I'm worried about repeating a past cycle. So I'm mentally preparing myself for the worst case scenario. So I got one foot out the door and a hand on the doorknob. You energetically pick up on that. Now, you can intuitively feel that something's a little bit off with me, but the ego brain can't quite put a finger on exactly what it is. So the ego brain immediately defaults to the worst case scenario. So now you are mentally preparing yourself for a worst case scenario. So you got one foot out the door and one hand on the doorknob. Well, now I'm picking up intuitively that something's a little bit off with you. So now that's reinforcing my fear when All that really is an energetic response to my energy in the first fucking place. And it's this self-fulfilling, self-feeding, self-fueling energetic cycle that can just very easily spin out of control. You see what I'm saying? So I think you and this person are kind of mirroring each other in a way. I don't think they have bad intentions. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think their intentions basically are the same intentions as yours. I think they want to settle down, have something loyal, stable, committed. They want trust and all that good stuff. But y'all are picking up on each other's energies. And again, not playing chicken or the egg, but it's causing your energy is causing their nervousness. And then their nervousness is causing your nervousness. And then, just it keeps feeding itself. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, 10 of Cups. They're ready to settle down, but y'all are mirroring each other. Let's grab the advice on this. What's the advice? What deck do I want to use, dude? Getting tired of these decks, man. Most of them. Man, you know what I wish? Let me battle for a second. If anybody out there has any connections, I have a wish that I wish somebody would fulfill for me. I wish that the people who make the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot would use the same fucking card stock as this right here. Oh my Jesus. I would promote the shit out of that. I would partner with that company. That would be my go-to deck. I would see if there's some way I could make it my signature deck. Oh my God, I would love that. I would love that, dude. The Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot has the most beautiful fucking artwork. Because I'm a Rider-Waite fan, dude. I love the Rider-Waite. I keep it traditional. But the card stock sucks. Sucks. Just so horrible. The most beautiful artwork, in my opinion, of any tarot deck ever. But the card stock is like I'm trying to shuffle a fucking stack of 2x4s, dude. So uncomfortable. Anyway, yeah. Anybody got any connections out there? Tell them there's a professional tarot reader who would just love to see that deck made with some different card stock. Just saying. I've been wishing that for the last 5 years now, though. And it never ends up happening. All right. What's the advice? My rant is over. What's the advice? Advice. What is the best advice? Queen of Cups. Hey, take that foot out the dough. Somebody, okay, so since there's a chicken or the egg thing going right here, somebody has to break the cycle. Somebody has to. Somebody has to. Who gonna break it? Somebody has to break the cycle. Somebody has to let their guard down and stand tall and stand strong in your emotional independence. That's a hard energy to find. But if you could figure out how, basically, it's an energy of neutrality. I'm cool either way. I'm good if it works. I'm good if it don't. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm whole, fulfilled, and complete. It would be awesome to build a life partnership with you. That'd be cool. But if not, oh fucking well. Oh well. If you go fuck this up, you're the dumbass, not me. I know what I have to offer. I know what I bring to the table. I know what the potential here is. If you want to go fuck this up, you're the idiot. You're the dumbass. Not me. I can sleep at night if you go fuck this up because you're the idiot. You know? So I know it's hard. It sounds easy, but when you're in the middle of something, it's kind of hard. When you're afraid of getting hurt, you're starting to catch feelings. You're afraid they're gonna hurt you, and I get it. I get it. But try to enter that place of neutrality. Try to paint that picture in your mind of what it would be like. I'm not saying expect the worst case scenario. I'm saying be okay with it. It's a balancing act. It's so hard to find balance sometimes. I'm not saying, you know, brace yourself and prepare for the worst case scenario. I'm saying find that neutral balance where I'm cool with it either way. If the worst case scenario happens, oh well, fuck, it is what it is. I'm good. I'm good. You're the idiot. You're the one that's going to have to live with the fact that you fucked up the best fucking thing that's ever happened to you. Not me. Not me. See what I'm saying? Somebody's going to have to break the cycle, this mirroring cycle, or it's eventually going to spin out of control. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Taurus family needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, the information for personal readings is in the description. And don't forget, if you're catching this on time, after tomorrow, all of my courses are going bye-bye for an unknown period of time. We're switching platforms. So I have no clue how long it's going to take us to rip all the old content off of the old platform and get it onto the new platform. I do not know how long that's going to take. So for now, we have a bundle package where you can get all 7 courses. Let me read them off for you here real quick, for those of you who haven't heard. How to Read Tarot, Part 1 and 2. How to Attract Your Life Partner. Finding Your Life's Purpose. Manifesting Financial Abundance. The Steps to True Healing, and The Beginner's Guide to Manifestation. Those are the courses in my school currently. And after tomorrow, June 9th, they're going to be down for a period of time, and I don't know what that period of time is going to be. I have no idea. It could be till fucking Christmas. I really don't know. Because putting courses together is a long, drawn-out, painstaking, pain-in-the-ass process. So, all the information is in the description. All right, y'all. I'm out of here now. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.